If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. This African proverb inspires Foundation's community partnership to foster collaboration among networks for special needs children, youth, and families in Bucks County. Welcome to FCP Conversations Online, featuring Bucks County nonprofit leaders. Join our discussion with community organizations that share our mission and are making a difference in the lives of our neighbors.
Hello, I'm Ron Bernstein, the Executive Director of Foundation's Community Partnership. Welcome to FCP Conversations Online, and thank you for joining us. Our guest today is Kelly Krumenacker, the President and Executive Director of the Bucks County Children's Museum located in New Hope. Kelly, welcome, and thank you for being here with us. I want to start out by asking, what was the driving force behind the creation of the museum?
The project actually started over 17 years ago when I was an elementary and special ed teacher. My job was to take the abstract concepts that were being taught in the classroom and make them hands-on for my special needs learners. And I really found my love in teaching in making learning tangible and fun for these special ed kids. And when my son was born with sensory integration disorder, he had a difficult time playing in groups of children. Mommy and me classes didn't appeal to him. He had a hard time with sounds, and he really needed open-ended experiences for learning. So when we would go up and down the East Coast on vacation, we would visit children's museums because they offered him an opportunity for open-ended learning at his own pace, an opportunity for cooperative learning. And we just didn't go to the big ones in the big cities. We saw them in small communities as well. And turning back to Bucks County and looking at what we have here in this fantastic community of ours, I wondered why we didn't have a children's museum for our young learners. So I started putting things down on paper, took feasibility ideas to local business owners and community leaders and teachers. And the idea started to pick up some traction. In 2006, we formed a very small founding board of directors, and we incorporated as a nonprofit and spent years and years looking for sites, fundraising, building the board of directors and building the advisory committee. And then in 2010, we finally located our current location in New Hope, which was vacated by the Michener Museum about 7 years prior. And we opened up in a 5,000 square foot facility in 2011, and it really took the entire community coming out to open up the museum in 2011.
Well, what were some of the early challenges you had in getting the museum off the ground?
Well, we found the facility at a time that wasn't great in the nation's economy, the nation's history. We had very little capital funding for what we wanted to do. So we really had to call on local businesses, local contractors to come out and help us build the museum. And they did. They answered. The community answered. And we were able to open in November 2011 in that 5,000 square foot facility, thinking that perhaps we would have 100 families sign up as members the first year, when we actually had over 300 families sign up as members, and thinking maybe we'd have 10,000 people through the door, when in actuality we had 20,000 people coming through the door. So right away, we saw that we were meeting our mission, which was to create a hands-on interactive environment for kids and schools in the community that reflected the history and the culture of Bucks County, but we needed more space. So a few years ago, we acquired an additional 5,000 square feet in Union Square. We are now at 10,000 square feet, and we have over 800 families as members and have 35,000 people coming through the museum each year.
Well, so just to make sure I understand, what's the difference between a family being a member and somebody waking up on Sunday and saying, hey, I want to take my kids to the Bucks County Children's Museum?
A membership lasts a full 12 months. So a family of 4, a family of 6 can come to the museum all year long for one price, as many times as they want. Then we also have general admissions. So if someone wanted to come off the street and just visit the museum for the day, that's fine. And they can come in with their children for the day. It's $8 per person, ages 1 and up.
What's the target age for kids who would really enjoy the Children's Museum?
We have designed the museum to appeal to children ages 1 to 7, and we use a lot of universal design in our exhibits. So no matter what the learning style of the child is, no matter what abilities they have or challenges they may have, we try to design exhibits that meet the needs of all learners.
So children walking into the museum today, what are the exhibits they're going to see and what are some of the programs?
In our 10,000 square foot facility right now, we have some great interactive exhibits. The town square has a general store with a post office and an ice cream stand. There's some great opportunities for cooperative learning in this environment. The children can learn about weights and measures and money. Our newest exhibit in the town square is the Doylestown Health Hospital exhibit. This is sort of a virtual experience for children to be in a hospital setting, and they get to be the doctors and the nurses and the paramedics, and it demystifies the entire hospital experience for kids, and we're really proud of that new exhibit. In the Factory Works area, children can become engineers and build cars and test them on ramps and test ramps, how balls go down different pathways. It's all about STEM-based learning in Factory Works. In the Artifact Dig, children can learn about Bucks County history by digging for fossils and artifacts. And in Bucks County country, it's a recycled play environment where children learn about conservation, interacting with recycled interactives. So it's a fun area in Bucks County country. And in our newest area, Airways, they learn about the power of air, windmills, turbines, air pressure. They learn about the power of light. And our newest exhibit coming this summer is Waterways, where children will learn about the water cycle and how to make it rain. They'll be able to make it rain in this exhibit, this 14-foot beautiful exhibit that's being custom made for us. So there's a lot of experiences that children can have and immerse themselves not only in learning, but play and fun.
Well, you've created something really special there. It's clear to everybody who goes there. But tell me specifically how you try to cater to special needs children.
We realize that sometimes we can be very crowded at the Children's Museum. Sometimes it can be very uncomfortable for children that may have special needs. So we've created a series of Exploration for All open houses where children can come in with their caregivers off hours. They have the place entirely to themselves at no charge, and they're able to experience the museum at their own pace and not be distracted by any sort of outside noise or overcrowding. So that's a great opportunity for children with special needs to come in. We also try to accommodate families in need by we're a part of the Museums for All project, which means if a family has an electronic benefits card, they can come into the museum for virtually no money at all. It's a very, very reduced admission price if they show their EBT card. And we have a library pass program where families can check out a library pass to come to the museum for free. So we try to cater to the needs of families, special needs kids, low-income families, and get as many people throughout the community to experience the museum as possible.
Well, I know during the summer, a lot of summer camps schedule a day at the museum. Tell me about some of the field trips you guys organize.
We've hosted over 7,000 kids so far on field trips. It's been a fantastic experience for our staff. We cater to preschools, first grade, up through first graders. We have a half-day program which features a small group lesson with our museum educator, and the full-day lesson has a great train ride with our neighbors, the New Hope Ivyland Railroad. So the field trip program has been wildly popular. We've gotten fantastic feedback from the educators, and with the incorporation of Waterways into our exhibitry, we will be featuring a new field trip program coming up this fall that will feature the water cycle. So we are expanding our field trip programming as we expand the museum.
Well, Kelly, tell me about your vision of the role in the community for the Children's Museum.
I think what our staff and our board is so pleased with is that children throughout the community have taken ownership of the museum. It is their museum. It's no longer ours. And they really dictate and prototype for us what they want to see in the museum. So it's become a cultural center, not only for the children, but for the parents as well. It's become a meeting place. We have parent groups that come to the museum and meet other parents. And it's been a great community gathering place. What we're also proud of is our partnerships with other nonprofits. Dealing with Doylestown Health, we've had a whole series of health and wellness classes come in, some new programs that have come in because of our partnership with Doylestown Health. With local businesses like Wise Markets, we have a whole nutritional program now that we've incorporated because of our partnership with Wise Markets. So we're really
Tell me about that.
Wise Markets has a wonderful nutrition program and a on-staff nutritionist, licensed nutritionist, and she comes into the museum every few months, and she'll do a fantastic class with the kids about cooking. She'll cook with the kids. She'll make creative snacks with the kids, healthy snacks, and it's been a fantastic experience for the families that have come in to enjoy that program. Doylestown Health Program has covered everything from first aid to healthy eating, and they're coming in next month with a great program about summer safety. So there's just opportunities for us to partner with other organizations. AAA has brought in their car check program, and they teach kids about how to walk across the street safely. So we're really becoming a resource for parents to come to when they need help in any area of parenting, whether it be health, nutrition. We'd like to be sort of a referral service for parents and host as many beneficial programs as possible for parents who need information.
Well, there's no doubt, Kelly, that you and the team have created something very special over there. You're coming up on completing 5 years. What do the next 5 years hold in store for the Bucks County Children's Museum?
Well, the next 5 years are going to be exciting because we are putting in the new waterways experience. So that's going to be a whole new level of exhibits for us. This is the largest exhibit we've ever put in, so it's going to be exciting to see where Waterways takes us and what new programs we will put around the Waterways exhibit. We're also renovating Factory Works. We're getting ready because after 5 years and 35,000 visitors a year, Factory Works needs some upkeep. So we're going to be putting in new STEM-based experiences into Factory Works, so I can't wait to enhance that exhibit area. Our board of directors has been working on our 5-year strategic plan, so we will have a roadmap to where we're going to be in the next 5 years. And that roadmap may include some outreach programming so that if schools cannot come to us, hopefully we can go to them. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up just within the next 5 years at the Children's Museum.
Have you done any work with places like the Association for the Blind or any of the other nonprofits here in Bucks County that treat special needs kids?
We work with the Bucks County Intermediate Unit. They've brought in some special needs groups to us. We had a hearing impaired class that came in last year. That was a fantastic experience for the kids to come in and experience the museum. But we're always looking for new avenues to explore. Yeah, and we invite people who may have special need populations that they think that they may have a potential partnership with us to please reach out to us at the Children's Museum. We'd love to hear their ideas.
So if people in the community would like to get involved with the museum, can they volunteer? Can they donate? Can they contribute? What's the best way for them to work with you guys?
Well, they can do all of the above. They can donate at our website, which is buckskids.org. We're always looking for volunteers that may have a special skill, handymen, anyone who could help with upkeep of exhibits or just painting. One thing that we're very proud of at the Children's Museum is our volunteer base. We have about 200 local high school kids that come in and help on the weekends. And they're fantastic. Our staff couldn't operate without them. They help during our busiest times. But we also need people with solid skills that can come in and help fix things or run a craft for the kids. So there's always opportunities for volunteers to come into the museum.
And for people who aren't exactly sure where you're located, tell us where the Children's Museum is and how would people find you?
We are located at 500 Union Square Drive in New Hope, Pennsylvania. We are directly adjacent to the New Hope Ivyland Railroad.
You're also right by Trump's Brewery.
Triumph's Brewery, yes.
Which I like to visit.
Mm-hmm, and with a receipt, you do get a discount on your meal there. We have plenty of parking outside in Union Square, and the people can just go right on our website. We have a whole parking map on the website, and yeah, it's easy to get in and out of Union Square, so we try to make it as accessible as possible.
Well, Kelly, you know, I get to zip around Bucks County all the time, so I'm always looking for a great place for lunch. You got any good recommendations for me?
For lunch in New Hope?
For lunch anywhere in the county.
Oh, for lunch anywhere in the county.
Yeah.
I like Triumph, of course, our partner. I like zipping in and out of Jamie Hollander's when I have to get a nice sandwich and a good cup of soup.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Mm-hmm. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for the great work you do in our Bucks County community, for joining me today to share your experience and knowledge leading the Bucks County Children's Museum. Thank you to our listeners for your involvement in our community. Visit our Facebook page and like us because we like you, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join the conversation.
Foundation's Community Partnership believes that when we join forces, we're stronger. We are better able to support the behavioral health and human service needs of children and young adults in Bucks County. Join us again for FCP Conversations Online. Let's go farther together.